The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Herbert. And he finds McLaurin. And he spins past him and into space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They snap it to Herbert. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Final shot before the half for Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. But how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach.
Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come on down 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel, but they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Room here to run. And all the way down to 7-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. On the option, here's Eckler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. It's Eckler again. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's going to come up well shy of the 1st here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's got a man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
That's another Chargers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That's another Chargers first down.
Option play, and they'll give to Eckler. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on, you're not done in the 4th. He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been...
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers add on to their fourth quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Looking downfield for Kelce. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Chiefs on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. Now Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, he'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's made plenty of plays throughout this game, pressing the ball downfield to the tune of 4 touchdown passes. We're shooting for a 5th there. That one came up incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. That'll be caught by Rice. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They started on the ground with Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
There for the tackle was Trent McDuffie.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Herbert off of play action. He completes it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. They find some open field here.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Traylon Burks,
27 yards. And the Chiefs are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Mike Williams,
46 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Chiefs take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, this is the ideal situation, the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they should do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So, for the Chargers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2.
Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
My time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a baller. I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, who we? One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta